the Handsome Gambler podcast, episode 3. I'm going to start this show off a little bit different. I'm going to pay some homage to my aunt who passed away. Just want to let my Aunt Bernice know that she is sorely missed. The hole that was created in the family will never be repaired, and it's just a very sad day for myself and my family. We're going to be sending her off on Saturday is when her services are, and just wanted to put an extra little something in my video um, to tell her that she's appreciated. Before we go any further, quick recap on UFC 315 from last weekend. I had Natalia Silva over Alexa Grasso. That bet hit. I had Navajo Sterling over Ivan Erslan. That bet hit. I had the King of Rio, Jose Aldo, over Ayman Zahabi. What can I say, folks? Zahabi brothers came in with an excellent game plan. They knew exactly how to win in their own backyard in Canada. Did not see that coming, and it would double sucked because Jose Aldo turned around and retired after taking that loss. So definitely want to extend a great retirement to the King of Rio, Jose Aldo. Guy went 10 years undefeated and is probably the biggest star in Rio that has ever been known in MMA. So I hope he has a great retirement, and thanks for all the knockouts and great moments over the years. I had a bad read on that fight, and I did not see Jose Aldo losing the way he did. Moving down the line, I had Brad Katona against Begsa Almakhan. Almakhan just had a lot more power than I was expecting. And I can't say a bad read. I knew Brad was going to get hit. I just did not know that that dude carried that kind of power. So, kudos to Almakhan. I got to take that one on the chin also. And just, I can't even say a bad read, but crazy power for Almakhan. My final pick for my 5 for UFC 315 was Bilal Muhammad. I stand by that he won that fight. I give him 2, 4, and 5 as far as rounds, and I feel like he did more than enough to keep that belt. And not only that, Jack Della Maddalena didn't do enough to take the belt. I know why this happened, as it was what's best for business. You would never make a Makhachev-Bilal fight, as Bilal trains with some of the Russians. So that fight would never come to fruition. But JDM against Makhachev, you can make that fight instantly. And that's what they did. And I feel like one of the reasons they did that is to get away from having to acknowledge the rematch between Bilal and JDM. But it's neither here nor there. I understand why they did it. It is what was best for business. But Bilal did not lose that fight the way that they're saying he lost that fight. I'm going to take it on the chin and move on amicably, but just sucked to see such a good fighter get kind of, he gets manipulated out of his belt, I feel like. But it's a great opportunity to bounce back. We got Morales and Burns this week as a good bounce back card. And we're going to go ahead and jump into my picks for this week. Right off the bat, I got the Tiny Tornado, Tisha Pennington, who's taking on Luana Pinheiro. I think she has the cardio advantage. I feel like she has the output advantage. She has the imposing of being the stronger or physical aspect, and I feel like she trains out of a better fight camp than Pinheiro does. It's going to be 15-minute decision win for Tisha Pennington. Going down the line, Denise Gomes is taking on Elise Reed. I think Denise Gomes is going to win this fight. She's the better striker. She hits harder. She has the knockout potential that could happen. All she has to do is land one good shot and she can get you out of there. And I don't think that Elise Reed has the elite or top tier grappling to be able to get on top and dominate the fight for 15 minutes against Denise Gomes. She's struggled to get takedowns. She's going to end up in a 15-minute stand-up war. And it comes down to if she survives that war and is not knocked out, or if she truly gets knocked out. But it's just going to end up being a standing up battle for 15 minutes, and I think that Denise Gomes wins by knockout or decision. We got the debuting fighter of Yadir Davale taking on Connor Matthews. Connor has bad striking, and he does not get hit well. Um, it's almost like he's running for punches when you start landing on this guy. And just telling the truth, the New England Cartel is not the greatest fight camp. I followed Rob Font for a lot of years, and as soon as that guy left and ironically got with those Hobby brothers, he's turned his entire career on. He looks like a new fighter. I think there's just something going on with the New England Cartel, and those guys aren't getting it done on the UFC level or the top level of fighting right now. I'm picking against the camp. I'm taking Yadir Davale. He's going to win by decision most likely, but don't be surprised if the knockout happens because Connor does not like being hit. Moving down the line, we're going to go to the main event. Mr. Morales taking on Gilbert Dorino Burns. I'm excited for this fight, but I feel like this is a fight where Morales has all bases covered that Gilbert can do. Morales is the better striker. He's the better wrestler as far as getting the fight to the ground. And the only deficiency I feel like is Gilbert's the better submission or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist. And Gilbert's not going to get takedowns. As the older he's gotten with age, he struggled to get takedowns at a higher level. And the old Gilbert used to just get a takedown, get on top, pound you out until you give up your back, and then he choke you. But I don't see that happening in this fight. I feel like if anybody gets taken down, it is Gilbert, as Morales has the better wrestling and he's the better striker. So the fight's going to be covered on all fronts by Morales. It's just, can you find the way it's going to end for the plus money? It could be the round prop, say if it happens in the third. It could be a decision. But you're going to have to find some plus money on this. As at the time of filming this, I believe is it negative. Morales is a negative 650. So you're going to need to put something out there. Decision, finish per round. But Morales is going to win this fight. I just don't know how. And my final pick of this week for my 5 for 5 is going to be Rodolfo Bellato taking out Paul Craig. Paul Craig is washed. He is submission or bust. His striking is almost non-existent. And Bellato doesn't have a neck. So I don't see him being able to pull off that crazy triangle game that he has. If he wins, I would assume it's going to be like a rear naked choke or Kimura armbar. But I really think that Rodolfo gets him out of there late second, early third round. Another thing is Paul Craig he bruises horribly. Like, it looks worse than it actually is because of like how he takes punches. It's not like Connor Matthews where he runs from the punches. He'll take the punch, but like the punch causes so much damage to his face that it's just never a good look on Paul Craig. And I feel like that's what gets him in a lot of trouble and possibly gets him finished. That's the final hand. Stay sharp, play smart, and bet with charm and win with style. I'm cashing out. This is the Handsum Gambler.